What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the only podcast on the internet where you're part of the Roto, part of the chill session, so to speak. And on this podcast, we like to smoke down and talk movies, video games, sometimes comic books, and everything in between, such as TV and stuff. And today joining us on the show are the characters from the show Stoner Man. First, myself, Homer. Then we got good old Roger.
Good evening, everyone.
And Apollo, God of the freaking sun.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Good to be here.
And guys, real quick before we start the show, on a serious note, I think I need to go to the doctors.
What's going on?
Because I've had a rager since last night. A massive erection because of the Star Wars trailer, dude.
And the almighty Google told me to do this.
It's very rare for me to actually be, anticipating a trailer.
I know, right?
I was waiting days for this thing to come out.
No, I was waiting
right?
much for hackers or someone to leak all this shit out.
Somehow
but
it never was leaked.
Oh, it pissed me off so bad.
They held on tight.
Yeah, I knew it was coming out Monday. I thought it was going to be leaked like it was last time.
Yeah.
It didn't come out till 10:30 at night.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was looking at it at 9 and I didn't see it, and then at 10 that was when I messaged Homer on PlayStation 4. I was like, "Did you see the trailer yet?" Because I couldn't find it.
Yeah, dude.
No,
That's how you hype. I feel like that was probably a good move.
And then the tickets went on sale last night, and sites were crashing.
Yeah, the server. the server just
Exploding.
exactly. That's exactly what happens. I've had to go through that for like Red versus Blue and stuff back when that was a huge thing online.
Yeah.
When
the sites just crashed.
Oh yeah, all the time. When a new episode was out, it was always frustrating.
Naruto, I heard that happened too.
No, that does happen. Luckily, there's a shit ton of websites you can go to find videos to stream online.
But yeah, dude, back to the trailer.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I like that didn't reveal too much story. There's still a lot to learn from the movie.
J.J. Abrams, apparently did this in
secretive.
Star Trek 2 a lot for anyone that has never seen it before. And he did also, again, just the same thing. We know pretty much what we knew in the teasers, but...
Yeah, we didn't learn
But
much
no,
new
nothing
stuff.
really much more, except just a few extra shots of characters. And you see Princess Leia.
Dude, and they're being even more secretive because there's not going to be that many press screenings either. So I'm predicting some major twists that they don't want to get out
Exactly,
there at
yeah.
all.
That's exactly... No, I was going to say, I've never seen a big hush-hush thing probably in Star Wars since probably Episode 5. If you've seen a lot of Star Wars documentaries, Episode 5, that was when reporters really tried to get in on scoop of the information of movies and stuff. That's how big Star Wars was back then. And this is reminding me of that. People are trying to keep some serious information or plot details
I know, dude.
in the works.
And another thing they're being secretive about is Luke.
No
We haven't
shots.
seen him at all. No poster.
Mostly Harrison Ford and Chewbacca. If you had a rager to see them again.
Oh, I definitely do.
They're being very cautious with what they're releasing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
dude.
And it makes sense for a product as sensitive as Star Wars because of everyone's
Nostalgia.
hate being tarnished with the prequels. But it's also cool because we don't even know what the story's going to entail on the prequels. We know how it's going to end.
Yeah,
Nothing
it's
was really
all
a
new
major-
territory.
Yeah, exactly. So
About Luke, I'm just going to go nuts when I finally see him in theaters. It holds weight to my rumor that I had before that I think we're not going to see him till the end of the movie, which kind of sucks, and they're just going to focus on Han Solo throughout most of the...
especially from when I learned that Mark Hamill, going along with the Star Wars curse, almost dies in the second making of his movie or whatever within the franchise that he's involved in, and where he almost fell off a cliff in Iceland or something.
Holy
So
shit.
we definitely know he's involved in Episode 8 to some extent.
Yeah.
So he probably has a
hoping
Jedi temple up there or something. It does show Harrison Ford with a robot and Rey, I think, and everyone at one point going
up
up
to a temple.
an old temple that apparently has a Mandalorian flag.
Yeah, and other cultures as well.
Yeah, so, and the Mandalorian flag is significant because if you guys played Knights of the Old Republic, Mandalorians, they're basically a non-force user group of warrior clan that rules a planet that they've always fought Jedi, and they had a giant genocidal war against them. And like they have like one of the few precious resources, like Mandalorian ore, which is the only stuff that can stop a lightsaber. So that's how they have swords and stuff like
That's
that.
crazy.
I know, it's really cool. And they also have like martial art tactics to use against like Force users and stuff like that. They're like what Jango Fett and Boba Fett are.
Yeah, they're probably the most famous.
They always have.
The more you know.
And
Exactly.
Sabine from Rebels.
And Sabine, yeah, exactly. All the clone troopers. For
I
the
always
most
wondered
part.
how those bastards had sticks in the video games to just stop your lightsaber. It's like, what is
Yeah, I
fuck
know,
is this shit?
exactly. Yeah.
I think those were like mystic sticks or something.
Yeah,
before.
sometimes they have like lasers that like sometimes I can deflect like to a certain extent, but a lightsaber can eventually break through after a long period of time. Force users can just use a staff and have force imbued into it, and it can withstand a very long time. An octopus force user once
Oh, that'd
withstood
be
against
sick.
a double-bladed lightsaber Extreme Jedi Killer Exar Kun.
Dude, that'd be
Eventually
so
it
sick.
broke, but and killed him. But he was bad. He was a badass.
But dude, this imagery in the trailer was so awesome. Like I felt like I was in Star Wars again.
Oh yeah,
like, it was
especially
authentic,
I
pretty
especially
much.
love the music too. It reminded me of Dark Knight Rises a little bit, especially the beginning with the piano bit, like
Yeah.
hitting like
Oh,
very
yeah.
soft notes at the beginning. It reminds me totally of Dark Knight. Like when we first saw it back in 2011 or 12 when the trailer was released, and then like as the movie or the trailer progresses, it just
Gets more intense.
It gets more intense, and you just see two different Han Solo Leia's love song playing.
Yeah, and you actually see Leia for a quick second.
Yeah, very quick second, embracing Han and stuff like that, and I
She
thought
looks
they,
sad.
and I was worried that they were gonna be like divorced or something, but it seems they're very much lovely.
Space divorce.
Yeah,
And I would have been so pissed they got the divorce.
Oh, yeah,
because it
and
would have ruined
episode 6
the
at
character
the very end.
development throughout the original trilogy.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
Exactly.
They won't do
But
that.
dude, speaking of character development, Han shows some character development when he tells the younger Jedi or the younger generation about the Jedi and the Sith being real, like
And-
they're
and yeah.
not legends.
I thought
Exactly.
it was kind of really lame that they all think it's just a legend now.
Yeah, because like like Jedis were alive like literally like 40, 50,
It was
60
30
years
years
ago
ago,
or
dude.
something like that. Well, yeah, whatever since the Clone Wars was. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, is it all true? And then like they could have meant like all of Han's adventures along with Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker.
Although I guess the Galactic Empire would suppress the information that it did happen. It would
True
all
for
just
the
be word of mouth.
for the
True.
places it holds, and apparently it's still a major threat. So they probably hold at least a good portion of the galactic the galaxy that they hold.
I know, and like it's starting to show in like Shattered Empire in the trailers that like maybe they didn't quite win, like because it looks like the Empire is still majorly in control over a lot of systems, and like in Shattered Empires, which we're going to review a little later, Leia says like, yeah, that's what they keep saying, like when he's like, we won.
But so far, but we're only on issue 2 right now.
Yeah.
So and from near here and there, it's only like a few days so far.
Like 30 days.
Yeah, after it. So there's still a lot of time here that we still have
But
to get
still
to just to
looking-
get to Jakku in episode 7.
But it's still looking like the Jedi Order didn't like quite come to fruition, like we were all hoping.
It's still
True.
slightly disorganized. There's still like a few mysteries behind all of it, including
Yeah.
like
Where the hell is Luke? What's he doing?
exactly, and how are they getting the Empire getting their information to do whatever it is that they're doing at the end of issue 2. But,
Yeah.
but
I thought the Sith Lord looked like
Kylo
one of the
Ren.
most badass ones I've ever seen.
Apparently he's not a Sith, so he's just
Really?
That's
yeah.
what they say. I predict he'll go Sith or something.
In
Because
the-
he's a Darth Vader obsessive, so why not go Sith?
In the trailer, it shows all of the Knights of Ren gathering up around dead bodies in a rainstorm and stuff like that. They could just be normal, just Dark Jedi, and that's different than Sith,
I agree.
or just
But I wonder if they're going to dwell on that at all, because, like, who knows? We don't know much about Snoke yet. He could be a Sith for all we know.
true. Or he could be a figurehead.
I don't know if the Sith are coming back. They might not at all. It could stay Dark Jedi. That'd be cool, too.
I mean, it's cool to have different philosophies and just saying we're bad because we're bad.
Dude, before the show, I actually thought of a theory. What if, like, Luke Skywalker, like, he was trying to train a new generation of Jedi, and he called it the Knights of Ren, and they actually learn the teachings of Darth Vader, and they decide to go evil, and Luke loses
they're
control and goes in exile.
Which wouldn't be a far off idea, or like the group split it off and call themselves Knights of Ren, not like people.
Yeah.
Like there have been like before Disney just made every canon different. And back in the day, there were great schisms and stuff like with the Jedi before that led up to the Sith, which they'll probably address later on with like Sith artifacts and stuff like that, which seems to be one of the main focus based on like the toys that were released.
The toy of Kylo Ren actually says it says, "So you're a relic hunter now, huh?" No one knows who he's talking to. Everyone's speculating it's Rey.
Yeah, you can know. Yeah, you can.
Especially with
make
that opening
good
scene
assumptions.
when she's looking in the Imperial ship of the trailer.
In her really cool gear or whatnot.
That reminds me of a Tusken Raider.
Yeah,
type thing.
yeah, it is pretty cool.
And I also have another theory that Staff, it could be Darth Plagueis.
Yeah.
And General Snoke could also be Darth Plagueis.
I don't understand this.
Cool.
I do not agree with this. I just think that
I'm
it's
hoping,
just
but we
self-defense.
might not learn until episode 8, though. That's the thing. But I think that'd be sick.
They're definitely after Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber, which definitely what Finn has when he fights Kylo Ren at the very end. If you are observant and know the different lightsabers for the Jedi.
I would tend to disagree. That could be one of the things they find when they find the helmet as well.
I don't even know how they got the helmet, because Luke Skywalker was burning it at the end of episode 6, like right then and there, with all the Darth Vader get up. So he would, how did he find it remains like that? It looked like he just grabbed
Maybe
it.
it was a spare helmet.
Darth Vader just fucked it up, and he's just like, oh yes.
I have no idea, dude.
What the fuck?
He sounds like an obsessed girlfriend or something, or like an admirer that just takes.
No, didn't they burn Darth Vader's body?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, that's how it melted.
So
I don't understand.
But how did he recover half the helmet?
It was
at all?
on Endor, and Luke was right there burning it.
That's weird.
I know.
I don't know.
We'll
Even
see.
though this trailer showed us so little, we learned so much at the same time. And it's probably my most anticipated movie ever, to be honest. I don't think I've ever been this pumped for a movie.
I don't think anyone has, to be honest. This is probably gonna be just a repeat of the first A New Hope was back in the day.
And The Phantom Menace, even though people hated it, I didn't.
Oh yeah. But it's easily gonna break records, but I just wish we could see it on day one. That's what I'm afraid of.
Me too.
I want to see it.
I can't get tickets till
I'll be
next week.
so displeased if I have to see this.
Day 2.
It's probably gonna break records on how many people are gonna see it weeks after, continuously. It's probably gonna
It's
extend.
easily going to break box office December records. Who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised if it lasts in the theaters for 3 months.
What if it breaks
4
Avatar records? I doubt it. But
Instantly.
that'd be
I
insane.
bet it would. I don't know. I bet
Maybe
it would.
episode 8, because some people are still weary about the prequels, but they're
No,
dumbfounded.
the people that are wary are still gonna go out and buy the tickets, regardless. They're just gonna be like, I'm skeptical.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, just crossing their arms, just I'm a shit. And then
But
they'll
dude,
get their mind blown away,
this
which I
movie-
think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be the best Star Wars
It has that potential.
ever. Guaranteed. It's a huge gamble, I know, but I'm
And if
throwing all my dice now.
We're all going to find out in 2 months on December 18th.
So.
It's crunch time. On December
Nom,
18th.
nom, nom.
Oh yeah, we're sneaking in that Bev.
Oh hell yeah.
Continuing trailers of the week, we have Ratchet and Clank, the newest trailer that was out for the video game adaptation. You guys haven't played the series, but I have. It's pretty dear to my heart. When I looked up more information about it, I was trying to think of it objectively if I wasn't a fan, how excited I would feel, and I honestly wouldn't know. I feel like it would be like a hit or miss, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought it looked lame because I haven't played the game.
Yeah, and
I'll let you know what I think in a
and,
sec.
and I can understand that. I can because when I was watching, because as a fan, I don't even know the villains. I don't know if the villains are one of the newer villains, but I stopped playing after the third or fourth game, and that was on the PlayStation 2. So when it got to last gen consoles, I don't know what's going on, but the villains seem rather lame compared to the first few villains that we were first introduced, especially Dr. Nefarious, which I like. But they still have Captain Quark, which is voice acted by Jim Ward.
And it's the same guy.
Same guy. And they what was it? They also have Sylvester Stallone. Weirdly enough.
Oh yeah, and
Jesus.
I forgot his
Paul
name.
Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti, yes. It seems like Paul Giamatti just likes to do random work, especially when he did it Rhino or
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was a random thing. Especially going off from when I saw him before in John Adams miniseries. But but when I got more into the directors, and writers, when I did research, I realized that this is the first time like the writers like doing anything major on this scale, and that worries me completely because I don't know if they.
I don't blame you.
I mean,
maybe a movie. Maybe you worked on the game.
Well, no, that would be on IMDb. That's what I was hoping.
The game would be.
They show up video games related stuff on IMDb all the time.
So this guy is
nothing
completely new.
So that's why I was a little worried. He could be a journalist, maybe, for all I know, but I don't know why he.
Why would that help?
That's a huge leap. So that's a little scares me. And Jessica Cleland and Kevin Munro are co-directing this movie. And Jessica Cleland, she apparently was involved in Finding Nemo. So
pretty nice.
But all of her other movies were after that and before that were really not successful, not notable at all. So one major good movie and then like a few bad apples afterwards. That still doesn't. That still worries me a little bit.
What about the other guy?
The other guy did TMNT 2007.
Do that
version. So
that gives me faith in the action a little bit at least.
A little bit. I didn't mind 2007 or the TMNT one.
I actually liked it too.
Because
it's a different story.
Yeah.
Than Shredder.
And I always just like the whole conflict between Leo and Raphael.
And he becomes the Night Watcher or whatever.
Exactly. I thought that was a really cool thing. But then
I have never seen this.
Oh, dang, I forgot. Apollo's not a fan of
I've seen the newer one, which was basically like, garbage.
Yeah, exactly. And
it tarnishes the turtle name.
It's not a good one to show to you. Overall, for me, I'm still excited to see it. It's coming out. Overall, I'm pretty excited for it. The movie is coming out April 29th, 2016.
Yeah, dude. Even as a non-fan, it kind of piqued my interest. I'll give it a chance.
Just because I want.
It could be a Lego movie situation.
And I really want a video game adaptation to a movie to be successful.
And Angry Birds won't do that.
And Angry Birds is...
I just saw the trailer again last night.
I still can't believe people were laughing when we went to the theaters the other day.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed. There was like one or two people laughing, and I just thought, you're so weak. I don't know why I thought weak.
We drift further from God's light every day.
Yeah, exactly. It's bash their brains in.
Got a little bit more movie news from Apollo here. Looks like Fantastic Four. There's a rumor it's going to be switched back to Marvel, which I'm pretty excited for.
Thank God.
All right, guys.
Like it.
And seriously,
I was gonna say
it's been like shit in the last two.
With
there was another one before the Jessica Alba one.
Yeah.
The Jessica Alba one had 2 movies.
The one thing it had good going for it was Jessica Alba tight outfit.
2 reboots.
Strip scenes.
Okay, I understand.
Only good thing. But if you only have like that pretty much like to be your only good representation. And like this really poor like 1990 like or 80 like cartoon animation before that is shitty as hell.
I mean, it's a pretty generic team.
It is. They
haven't had much to work with.
Compared to like the X-Men, there's so many.
No one's given it the right wings to fly on yet. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
I agree, and I think one thing that Fantastic Four always mistake, their main thing is Doctor Doom. Like if they just made him badass, the movie could be good.
They have like one of the best villains of all time. 2 best villains, Galactus and Doctor Doom. In
Silver
the Marvel
Surfer is also
and Silver
tight.
Surfer. They
screw them all up.
How do they fuck this up? Exactly. You need Marvel to get in on this. And if they're not going to even get Galactus down right, or like physically like they did in Fantastic 2,
which was like a good gas
I believe Marvel will give this turkey the gravy.
No, I agree.
Then Marvel definitely has enough money
dude,
to get it.
Paulo, if I'm right, aren't they? Isn't like Fox asking for like the X-Men TV rights in exchange for the Fantastic Four?
This is true.
Yeah, like
that's not bad.
So they're pretty much both trading things that are useless to each company. Like Fox can't make another Fantastic Four because they just can't. They suck at it. And then Marvel could use the characters. And Marvel's not going to make an X-Men TV show, so might as well just give that away.
Might as well do the little swap.
Yeah,
oh wait, true.
Pretty much for free trade.
I thought they were in talks though. Because why would I think that? Because X-Men Armageddon's gonna be making them a shit ton of money. For some reason, I thought they were in talks to switch over to Marvel, but that's not gonna happen.
Nah, dude. But in the possible reboot in 2020, I'm not sure how I feel. Dude, I actually have a theory where they might do a Netflix show about it, because like they're trading TV rights, so maybe they have a Netflix show idea for Fantastic Four.
That wouldn't be bad.
Because think about how many people are going to actually go to the theaters and give it another chance.
You know what? Fantastic Four wouldn't be bad as a TV show, but it'd have to be really
Good. Daredevil.
No,
well,
you're gonna need a movie before that to establish Doctor Doom or something, or like if you're gonna put him in, like he's gonna have really good effects. I'm sorry, you're
Yeah.
gonna need like a Hollywood budget to like show off how badass he is, especially Galactus.
Oh, that'd be. and
Galactus
Silver
is
Surfer.
gonna be intense. He's like a giant ass titan that destroys planets.
Very true. Some serious CGI for that shit.
Exactly.
And
So
I guess actually they could probably be very useful after Infinity War because it's gonna be a new Avengers team. So
that could be
Oh,
I know I'm worried as
can't
well.
believe
Paulo.
my children are gonna grow up in a world.
New
New Avengers. It's gonna
Falcon
be Justin
taking over.
Bieber, Kanye West,
Kanye West 2020
Nicki
present.
Minaj. God, just
It's all going the way of Idiocracy. Great movie by Mike Judge. Check it out. And now we're moving on to a double feature Chill Crew review of Crimson Peak.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, crew thing, yeah. Exclude me.
Roger can only stay for one movie,
I
unfortunately.
had to go to a party.
Hooray.
Party. Not
Well,
family party.
You missed on the superior film, I feel you, but director Guillermo del Toro was able to have some amazing imagery, keep a creepy tone throughout the movie. Although it wasn't a horror movie, I still found it very interesting and I was intrigued throughout the movie.
Was the chemistry between the two characters good?
Yeah,
Like,
all the
especially for
acting
Tom
was-
Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston,
Or Hiddleston, yeah.
they all had awesome performances. Not best of the year, obviously, but it was still really cool. It was actually kind of a mystery because you're trying to understand why. Because at the beginning of the movie, she gets a warning: "Beware Crimson Peak," and you're
Really?
trying to figure out why exactly, what's
Yeah,
going
what
down.
the hell that is.
Like he
What's
probably
going-
How
got
to beware of it.
he probably bought it just for cheaper the price because of all the death that goes in
Nah,
there.
dude.
Simple economics.
Minor spoiler: it's just like his family's mansion. Like he just owns it throughout. It was mismarketed. Even Del Toro himself says that he always wanted it to be like a gothic love story.
That wouldn't have been bad if it was marketed that way. Especially even for a gothic anything, that's still a good
Yeah.
Halloween theme related.
Instead, they try to make it look like a horror movie, and he didn't like that. Even the beginning of the movie, the girl's trying to sell her book, and there's a line in the movie that she says, the guy's like, "So it's a horror story?" She's like, "No, it's just a story that happens to have ghosts in it."
Seriously?
And I think that embodies the movie entirely. Just a story
the
that happens
ghosts
to
look
have
so
ghosts.
Cool, I
fucking
didn't
freaky
know that.
deaky. How are they not a big
No,
thing? Do they
that's
just
the movie
ignore
that
it?
much more now.
They seem like they just ignore it as they go around bickering on their days
Nah,
as
dude.
love.
I'm not going to spoil the ghosts at all, but the designs of the ghosts, they are really well done. They look nasty at times.
Yeah.
Instead of cheesy.
It was very good CGI.
So that's actually good. The setting I thought in the trailer looked really cool too. It
Yeah,
actually looked really
The
cool.
house is kind of creepy, and there's kind
The
of
directing was good. That's for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, I definitely liked it. Cool transitions.
Makes me
and stuff.
wish what he could have done more with fucking PT or Silent Hill.
Oh, I agree, dude. But I can understand this might not be for everyone. It's kind of a period piece. It takes place in the 1800s. Some people get bored by that, but personally, I kind of dug
Yeah,
it.
me too. Honestly, it was when it started, I thought this is one of those movies that is not for me, and I was just about to pass out. But then it started to get a little bit interesting, so I stayed up to watch it, and I started to get more into it. So.
And it was definitely worth it. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I thought it was a great movie.
I was gonna say if it wakes you up on the verge of falling asleep and it keeps you
It was
captivated, I say that's
interesting.
pretty good. I say that's a pretty good thing.
I would be inclined to agree.
It just kind of kept getting darker, and I didn't expect it to. It was really cool.
How would you guys rate it?
I'd definitely give it a dank.
Dank as well. Absolutely.
Wow,
Dank as fuck.
wow, seriously.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and just for you new viewers, just so you know our rating system, we have a 1, a
explain this.
terrible movie is like a resin, no one wants to see that or smoke
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, that's just
Barely worth
desperation.
it.
If the movie's
not many
okay-
people.
If the movie's okay and you might like it, for some people we give it a mids.
Mids.
If we like the movie quite a bit, we give it a dank. If we think the movie is a must-see, out of this world awesome, you give it a wax rating.
Oh yeah.
So
A big
So-
fat dab of wax.
So,
that's pretty much like a B for you.
oh yeah, definitely worth seeing, especially in theaters. Get that creepy atmosphere on the big screen.
Heck yeah.
One of the other movies that you guys saw during our cinematic adventure that I saw with you guys was Goosebumps. And I personally was asking Homer, because I was limited on time, because I realized the day beforehand that I had my sister's birthday party to go to. So I had to get everything ready. And I was specifically asking him, based on from what I heard from Crimson Peak, that I was really more interested in seeing Goosebumps, because I didn't know if that could have been either really good or really bad.
Yeah.
Especially,
I was iffy about both these films going into both of them. So.
Especially since the director was only good for
no
Shark
idea.
Tale. That was only his main.
Oh yeah, for
really,
Goosebumps.
yeah, major thing. I forget his name, but yeah, one of his only major good movies that he's only made with Shark Tale, and that was only okay. And that was really how I thought this movie was kind of okay.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
They focused a lot on a few Goosebumps books that I really didn't like,
Dude,
especially the
I was gonna bring that
Albino
up.
Snowman. That was one of the few I really cared less about. It'd be cool to read.
Yeah.
I can understand that, but I never read a lot. Like, I had serious ADD when I was a kid. Like, AR didn't work for me.
Yeah.
I felt like they focused on just a few stories that maybe a lot of people weren't hoping for, especially if you grew up with the Goosebumps series in the 90s.
Yeah.
The TV show.
I did, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never personally read the Goosebumps books, but I thought it was pretty good.
You digged it?
Wow, I'm actually surprised. I think I'm the one that probably liked it the least then out of all you guys.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't bad to me. I would personally probably rate it at least, I don't know. I don't know if I'd watch it again, but it was good. I'd give it mids.
If you saw it on
Mids,
TV, or no?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I guess I wouldn't change the channel if it was on TV.
Dude, I feel you, but I probably liked it more than you guys. I liked it slightly much, but I was still disappointed by it. There's so much potential wasted.
Yeah, they
Very
focused a
true.
lot on too much. I felt on the main protagonist Zach, who honestly I think the kid did his best.
Yeah.
I actually didn't mind him too much, even though I thought
His partner Champ.
he looked too much of the macho guy. I felt, but I think that's not his fault. His next door neighbor Hannah, and they actually don't have too bad of chemistry. They actually work pretty well together, I felt. So
I agree, dude. And there was a couple funny moments, like when you first meet Jack Black and he's like being creepy.
Yeah, I thought that was
pretty funny.
Wait, what was? I was dying a few times. I must admit, I totally forgot about this because I was.
Yeah, the
we were
Jack
baked
Black
before
being
that.
creepy things.
Yeah, that he was poking his head
I
out.
thought
and
that was
everything.
hilarious.
I was
Stay
like,
away from
I was
my
like,
house.
Yeah.
I was dying during that, and there was a side character named Champ.
Oh yeah.
Who the first time
The shirt with "This kid is cool" on it.
Yeah,
That was hilarious.
No, the first time he meets Zach, the main protagonist, he basically has one sentence with him, and then he's like, "Yeah, that dance that's coming up, yeah. Do you want to go with me?
Yeah.
I mean, not like you and me, but I meant like, yeah, you want to go alone, do you?" It was like the first time
Perfect impression.
he came out of nowhere like a fucking ninja. And he basically says one sentence and he wants to do this awkward exchange with him. And basically he just sticks with them for no really apparent reason.
I felt like they did a good job of.
But he wasn't bad. He actually didn't annoy me
I
too
felt like
much.
they did a good. I felt like they did a good job of making a realistic high school scene. I guess just the way everything was.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
kinda
exactly. I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Dude, yeah, those are some positives. I have some negatives. As a kid, I love Goosebumps. I've read almost all of them, so I knew almost all the stories they used. And Goosebumps are always famous for these ridiculous, crazy twists that you don't even see coming. Sometimes they're just stupid most of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I was hoping to get a twist like that. The twist they gave us was kind of weak.
It was so weak.
I won't even tell you.
I agree. I can't believe I actually didn't write that down in my notes because it was so forgettable, stupid, and dumb. They could have done so much better.
Yeah.
True.
And there's a noticeable absence of a lot of Goosebumps books.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of the freaky things I saw was a clown. I wish they showcased more. I guess the clown. Because it freaked me out. But they only showed him briefly.
Yeah, for a couple moments.
They showed more of zombies and a praying mantis.
I don't remember either of those books.
I don't
to be
remember
honest.
the zombies. I don't remember that. And
I was like,
I remember the
about
werewolf.
zombies. That's kind of weird for him, I guess.
But the praying mantis, I don't quite remember. I think I might have saw the cover of it before.
I definitely never read it.
I definitely don't remember people remembering it. So.
Yeah, I kind of want to talk about spoilers for Goosebumps.
So spoiler section.
Spoiler section, just a spoiler alert. Okay, well, so the girl's the ghost from a book.
His
right?
neighbor, yeah.
Oh no, she's not actually from a book. That was a new thing they made up. His daughter.
It was a new thing.
Yeah.
Okay, it was just for this film. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
was never a
Goosebumps
book.
film exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay, well, technically, the kid who, he's basically in love with her now, he's gonna grow older. She is not, I'm guessing.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
just a
Oh my
fucking
gosh,
character.
that is a good point,
So
Apollo.
she's like, what?
Yeah.
How old are they? Like 15?
Because
16.
yeah, you find
16, great. You're gonna be like 50 and dating a 16-year-old like
Good.
book character girl. This is
yeah.
Good luck
when
in
you find
public.
out that
Yeah, good
she's
luck
a
in
character.
public.
When you find out she's a character, I didn't even think about that. Like
That's
she had
hilarious.
like six super sweet 16s over and over and over
I
again.
just
And
felt
she
like
never
that'd be an
aged.
interesting
That's so
topic.
weird.
So
Yeah, dude.
And
let's
Jack-
go into spoiler section.
And Jack Black is down with it. R.L. Stein's like down with the sickness.
No, but to be honest, I figured that out very early in the movie. Like, just in my head, like, because he kept saying, you can't go outside and stuff. I was like, I wonder why.
Yeah.
I see. I was oblivious. I didn't even think that much
She's some
into it.
type of monster.
Yeah, no, I just didn't think too much into it. I was just like, I thought Jack Black was just trying to go with the
No,
quirky.
but then they
I
started-
thought it
awkward.
was kind of funny how they misled you, like with the whole like screaming in the house thing, and like
Yeah.
you thought something was wrong. Called the
Yeah, I
police,
know. I
made
thought
it
that
up
was
to you.
fucked up when they were talking about like domestic abuse. I was like, oh jeez.
For a
Yeah.
kids movie, I know, dude.
Oh, and Slappy, by the way. I thought he was stupid. He did too many stupid punchlines
Yeah.
that were so dry.
They made the movie.
I just wanted to kick the living shit out of it.
Dude,
Hunted.
fuck Slappy, dude. But, like, he's the only, like, one of the characters I actually liked from the books, like, that they
Yeah, I
used.
know, exactly,
But
right?
they kind of, yeah, I agree. They could have done him much better. If they actually done him a little bit more, like, from the show, a little less cheesy, I think that would have actually been better.
The
If you guys-
gnomes actually scared me the most, actually.
The
gnomes.
I was gonna say, they were chasing.
Infinite gnome.
They were
They can
going
repair.
through bear. Oh my gosh, those gnomes don't fuck around. Those things will kill you so easily.
But yeah, I was trying to think of movies that they left out. I meant books, and I realized that even as a kid, I liked the psychological horror a little more for like a kid's book, because like they left out Haunted Mask and like
Oh,
Say Cheese and Die. They could have done something cool with that. And
The prunes.
when they they should have used the
Have
old.
the old lady come out and be like, here, have some prunes.
And when they showed the basement, I could have sworn they were going to do a reference to Stay Out of the Basement.
Oh my gosh.
Even though that one
would've
has a
been
weird
great.
ending, but I still think they should have used it. They had a cameo for Curse of the Mummy, but I think they should have focused on
Yeah,
him.
no, I was gonna say for the Curse of the Mummy, he just shows up like when he gets defeated.
Yeah.
For those parts, like what?
And they also had a cameo for the Executioner from A Night in Terror Tower, but he was just a quick cameo. They should
Exactly.
have dwelled in him more.
I feel like
Like,
people don't know how to do mummies. It's like they're just like fucking weird, undead, magician people. They're scary.
Maybe they wanted to make sure that like, they focused on characters that people who didn't read the books could understand, like Werewolf and the fucking,
I mean,
Yeah.
Abominable Snowman.
they should focus too much on
a lot of the
those two
crazy
too much.
storylines they wouldn't be able to do. I guess people would be like, "What the fuck is going
no,
on?"
I know.
Yeah.
No, dude, I was actually kind of hoping like they would recreate scenes or reimagine scenes from the books. Like they'd go kind of. If you
No, they
guys seen the
should've-
movie Pagemaster, they kind of go through different stories throughout the film.
And they should have gone into like why he created these characters, like because they talk
They
about
do
how
a
R-
little, but bare.
a
just
little
kinda.
bit. No, they talk about
They
R-
did actually.
No,
Just
but
a
like
little bit.
personally, like why did he make the abominable snowman? Why
Oh, yeah.
specifically? Like he could have gone into it during his childhood and like maybe
Flashbacks.
have that influence the creature somehow. I don't know. They could have gone deep for R.L. Stein. I felt
They kind of did with the puppet.
they did with the puppet. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was weird. Yeah, that's true.
I am you. Like
He
you're
reminded-
I'm
saying
your
that.
best friend.
He reminded me of the dummy guy in Batman series that's like possessed by the puppet.
Oh
Never
yeah,
mind.
the puppeteer, whatever.
Exactly. But I give this rating. I give it a mids.
I also would give it a Miz. So
Mids all around. Pass it around, fellas.
It
So-
wasn't too bad, but it could have done a lot more. I was a little disappointed. And honestly,
Yeah,
I wish I
me
saw
too.
Crimson Peak from judging from you guys, and I made the wrong gamble.
I know,
Oh, well.
dude. I probably would have made the same gamble if I was you, to be honest. But yeah, I'd definitely wait for Blu-ray or something for it to come out. Definitely worth at least one watch. Maybe potential sequels. I know that Sony
Yeah.
was already talking about doing R.L. Stein's teen book series. I forget what it was called. Like he has a horror series, kind of like Goosebumps, but for teenagers. I forgot what he called it. They're making a movie off
Is
of
it
that.
like so basically kind of like Alone in the Dark? Because Alone in the Dark was a lot scarier. I felt as
Me
a kid.
too.
Interesting.
Especially the theme song scared me
Yeah,
as a kid.
yeah, fucked up. fucked up. Especially like back in the day on VHS, I had that and the Curse the Cowardly Dog episode that had the
curse,
return,
the slab,
the slab,
Dude,
return,
the slab. Dude, who didn't have nightmares about the slab, dude?
And then there was the chicken fight at the episode where the chicken turns people into eggs and like it looks like blood is in the egg and like eats them. It's just weird.
Lord.
No, yeah, there's a really fucked up chicken episode.
Dude,
So.
I just remember Return the Slab. I was surprised how many people were actually afraid of that.
Return the slab.
Or suffer the curse.
Jesus Christ, okay, take it, please.
Oh, yeah.
Go away, because take it.
Fuck that,
I put
dude.
salt all over the place.
Hurry. Oh, yes. In comic book news, we have Chewbacca, issue number 1. It's actually my favorite of all the Star Wars comics I've read
Seriously?
so far.
Wow, that is a
That's saying a
surprise.
lot.
Like, I thought you guys felt the same way, but it wasn't that action-y, but like it definitely
it
like,
got into his like.
they got
moral-
into his personality and literally like into what he's about, and like he was so cool without even actually saying any English words.
any
Especially during the
gambles.
cantina scene when he's just like the Imperials like look at him, they're like, "Do you?"
Hey you,
And they're,
Never
like,
mind.
"Never mind." Yeah.
I don't want to fuck with you.
Exactly.
Chewbacca
I
looks
love
so
that.
badass.
I know, dude. Like, I was kind of surprised that they only had him like speaking in, like his growls. Like, they didn't
Yeah.
have subtitles.
Yeah. We thought they were gonna have like subtitles or something to get into it, but no.
I wonder
No.
if the writer knows that Wookiees are intelligent creatures.
Yeah.
And then the girl that he ends up hanging out with at the end.
Oh yeah.
The
What's her?
slave?
Arax. Arax.
I couldn't pronounce.
It's a
the
weird name.
I thought that was pretty interesting. That got more into like who Chewbacca is.
Yeah, but I wish they get into why Chewbacca's there, because he's just there, like,
Didn't
for all
his
you know.
ship like break down? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
but like it shows up with him just laying there, just
yeah.
like that's like when you
They'll
first
probably
see
get
him.
into it in more issues.
Which I guess is cool because it shows how relaxing I guess he is in nature.
yeah,
He's
being
kind of like
chill.
a panda bear in a way.
I love
chill
how he was
crewmate.
just gambling.
Yeah, he's just getting. He's
And
actually
winning.
doing
Yeah,
well.
he just won a bunch of money. And then the lady made a comment about like
You know things
you know
about
how
Wookiees.
Wookiees are, but
And I was just like, really?
he
Wookiees?
actually won. Like what? They have
they're
a bad
good.
reputation for like cheating or
And gambling?
Yeah,
Like
this
what?
is weird.
I don't know, dude. But
Yeah.
basically, the whole issue is about him like agreeing to help him free his father from
Yeah,
slavery.
the girl's father. Yeah, the girl's father, or whatever,
Yeah.
from slavery. Yeah, from like this evil slave trader that's like trying to resource this rare material or something.
I agree, dude. I think like it's interesting that they're delving into Chewbacca. I wonder why this was like their next comic book series. Like, why Chewbacca?
Exactly.
Is he important to the canon or something?
Exactly.
I love how the girl kept asking him questions, and he was just
Yeah.
every time, like and just question after question. It's hilarious.
No, that was actually.
I felt like
pretty
she was
funny.
extremely lucky that he wasn't like a murderous like Wookiee, because like in Knights of the Republic, if you ever played the second game, there's a companion that you can get that's a schizophrenic, psychopathic, murderous Wookiee.
My lord,
That's
anti-Chewbacca.
exactly. And I think if I'm right, you can possibly make him to a Force adept, because you can make him into, like most of your companions into like Force users. in that
Chewbacca,
game.
the Force Awakens
Light side
within
or dark side, but he's
Chewbacca.
dark side definitely. Just like a fun fact right there. So, Wookiees aren't exactly all friendly, but they're definitely cool as fuck.
Yeah, like in the Darth Vader series, there's an evil Wookiee working with Boba.
Oh yeah, exactly. From where I left off.
I know. I need to catch up on
Exactly, I do too.
But
The comic
yeah.
book store, the comic cookie or the donut comic book store that we go to
that. Delicious.
does not have it, sadly. And they have more variety in donuts than comics.
Sad enough. But yeah, I think the series is okay so far for the first issue. I don't think I'm as interested as like Kanan or the
Oh
Darth
yeah,
Vader
it's definitely
series.
like not bad. It's just
it's
compared
worth
to
a
Kanan.
read.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially for you massive Chewbacca fans, dude. Check it out.
I wasn't a Chewbacca fan before, but I feel like this is gonna make me one.
Seriously? Get into Chewbacca.
Get more into his like into this.
What
What if he's like an alcoholic, or like maybe he's a death stick user, for all you know.
I know, dude. And we,
some death sticks?
You want to buy some death sticks?
I'm in.
You want to go home and rethink your life? I want to go home and rethink my life.
Stick to the green. motherfuckers.
Exactly.
And we also read another comic book this morning for Shattered Empire issue 2. And it was the return of some cool artwork and some cool battle scenes, like when they take down the AT-AT. And I felt like there was a lot more story this time around than the first issue, which I really liked.
Yeah, because, I mean, that makes sense, because they want to get you, like, first, tell you the information that you already know, Empire Strikes Back. Revenge of
the first one
Return of
just
the
got
Jedi.
more into personal relationships, not really into, like, what the hell's going on with, like, the situation with the Empire,
Exactly.
the rebellion, all that shit.
Yeah.
The second one they got more into,
Yeah, dude.
They do
What
show
is
really
the
cool
universe.
characters too, especially for Lieutenant Shara Bay or whatever, or Shara. She's like an extraordinary pilot that was in the Battle of Endor, like to help. That was with Lando and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And her love interest with one of the Pathfinders for the fight on Endor,
Which people
with Han
predict
Solo.
might be maybe Finn's parents or someone from...
You know what? I actually thought about that too, to be honest. But
So
why
that's,
would it
that's
be?
possible.
Why would it be Empire though? Exactly.
Doesn't he start off as a stormtrooper?
Oh yeah, true, maybe.
And then he's like, oh, my beliefs.
Yeah, true. My beliefs, my background.
Yeah.
That fucks up my personal philosophy. His convictions aren't pretty held high then.
I know, dude. But the issue opens with some Vanitas-looking motherfucker from Kingdom Hearts.
Exactly.
If you guys played Birth by Sleep, just picture Vanitas in place of this messenger. I forget the messenger's name. He's not very important throughout
He's like
the issue.
an imperial, like royal guard, it seems, of the Emperor.
Yeah, and he gives a order from the now dead Emperor. The Empire's not like this particular ship's not aware that the Emperor's dead yet.
We're assuming it's like some sort of contingency plan that the Emperor had in mind, which is, I will see how it goes.
I'm not going to spoil what happens at the end of the issue, but I think it's like they show off a cool new weapon from the Empire.
A new way to fight instead of just normal explosions.
And they called it Operation Cinder, their secret mission.
Yeah.
So,
Crushing plan against the rebellion.
oh, it's
To be continued.
and
Tune
like,
in next time on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
and you also get some Princess Leia action. She goes on a diplomatic mission to Naboo, talks to the Queen, who's trying to rebuild her government
Exactly.
after the Empire fell.
And Shara Bay's with her again as like her like escort per se. And like the Queen of Naboo, and if you guys didn't know this, they mentioned this. Palpatine is originally from Naboo,
Yeah.
and they talk about how like he's left like a scar on this planet that's gonna be hard to heal, but they're actually open to be with the rebellion, especially after the news of Palpatine's death. But it makes me wonder, like, are they being generous with that, or are they still under the influence or something, or?
I don't think so after events.
But it kind of pisses me off how they flip like a pancake as soon as like the rebels get one major victory. They're just like, oh yeah, no, dude. If they're true, they would have just done it immediately. That would have been awesome.
Oh, Naboo.
But Naboo's peaceful.
I wonder if they'll show Gungans.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
They show them in episode 6 at the end when they're saying,
yeah. The finished edition.
yeah,
Jesus H. Lord.
But yeah, definitely the series is getting better as it goes along thus far.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see more post-Jedi.
Another series that's actually that goes along with the good Star Wars news. Star Wars Rebels, the first episode of the season 2 was released, and it follows from like where the movie goes off, where you have Commander Saito talking to the rebel group. You know, after they're regrouping, after Saito's just like command ship blew up and whatnot. They're trying to regroup, trying to find a really nice defensible base so that they can have a base of operations really to do their rebel work. And Ahsoka Tano, she mentions about some person she knew in the Clone Wars that can possibly help them out. And then we learn later as
It's one of the clones.
yeah, one of the clones. I think it was like Captain Rex or something, or like
Captain
Commander Rex or something. And he was
And Commander Wolf.
yeah, Commander Wolf. I don't know too much. I watch Clone Wars, but Rex was always under Anakin's command. Usually, he was like Commander Cody was like the Rex, or for like Anakin for the most part. He was like his right hand man. It's just funny because like Homer was talking about this before I can even say anything. Like Rex and his like clones are pretty much using like this old vehicle ATST like prototype vehicle, and they're just moving around in this desert, like just and Homer pretty much mentioned that's like Howl's Moving Castle, and it's pretty much the exact same thing.
It looks just like it. Definitely, they got inspiration.
And like the whole episode entails like Caden like not trusting the clones because
After Order 66.
Yeah, and they talk about how they used to have chips back in them that made them kill the Jedi, so it was really against it was against their will.
Yeah.
And they talk about like we wouldn't do that normally because they fought with the Jedi and they saved a lot of clones.
Yeah,
like,
and if you read the Kanan series in the comics, the clones I was watching, Kanan and his master were really close.
yeah, exactly, for Beppa Delarba or
and
whatever.
that's why Kanan trusts them even less, because they were really close, but they still
Exactly.
betrayed him.
I mean, it's understandable why he's so tense around them, and inevitably Commander Wolf or whatever did signal the Imperial.
Yeah, he flipped like a pancake.
Yeah, exactly.
He
was like, the Imperials will leave us alone if we bring these rebels that came to us to help them out and stuff. So it's like, of course you're not going to be left alone.
And then he's instantly like, oh wait, yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah, then he's
What a
like,
bitch
I'm
boy.
wrong. Yeah, exactly.
He flips again instantly.
Double
So
flip. Flips like a pancake
fucking
twice.
stupid.
Does he have no free will?
Exactly. Sorry.
Maybe he didn't take his chip out.
Oh my god. He kept it halfway in. He doesn't know what to
Didn't
do.
get all of it.
Dude, and one thing you guys didn't even bring up, Sabine's new hair dye, man.
Oh
She's
yeah, I know.
dyed her hair. It looks nice.
I did notice it, Nick. No.
I didn't even notice.
Oh,
She's like one of the characters that actually changes the most, honestly, if you actually ever keep notice of her different hairstyles.
I think she's tight. I hope she makes an appearance in Rogue One or something.
The episode pretty much ends off with them,
Cliffhanger.
yeah, basically trying to figure out what they're gonna do now that the Rebel or Empire knows where they are.
Yeah, they're on their way.
I
wait to destroy them.
kind of a slowish episode, but you know it was
Oh,
okay.
dude, we also forgot the Jaws part when they wrangle
Oh
the
my
squirrels.
gosh, how did I forget? In the episode when they meet up with Rex and his team on the prototype ADST or whatever.
Howl's Moving Castle prototype.
Yeah, there was a Tremors part of the show where they felt like vibrations underground, and they pretty much get the whole crew to find out what the cause of it is. And basically, it was a whole like the music changed to like more of a Jaws vibe, and they pretty much said we need a bigger like ship or something like that. Like they said like a reference like Jaws too, and like they shoot like at the ground at this like worm that's underneath, and like they're like tailing it like just like in Jaws as well.
It's pretty crazy.
And it's just
It was just like a desert worm
Using
thing.
live bait.
exactly yeah. If you play,
Sab as live bait.
if you played Mass Effect 1, you'll know it as a Thresher Maw. They're bastards.
But this is not Mass Effect, even though it would be cool to see him cross over.
I just want to promote Mass Effect as many
It's the same
people,
universe.
and to get Apollo to start playing the game. So
It's one of the
oh,
only thing
you
to
should give me
rival
your
Star Wars.
PlayStation 3 now that I think about it, because he needs a hard drive.
They'll do it for our Star Wars Rebels review. And just so you guys know, we're going to start a Star Wars Rebels after show. So tune in every week if you guys are interested in our Star Wars Rebels reviews.
And speaking of after shows, if you want, you can find on Starman website on the podcast from when we did Better Call Saul after show reviews.
And
Oh,
you better
heck
believe
yeah.
we're doing season 2.
Exactly. We can't wait.
So stay tuned for our after show. It's coming real soon. And that'll do it for this week's episode. Stay tuned for next week. We're going to be reviewing Life is Strange Episode 5 and Assassin's Creed Syndicate. And we're going to have some gameplay for you guys to see. It's going to be epic. I'm really excited. Can't wait to let you guys know. And if you guys have some spare time, visit our website at stonerman.net. There you can find information on our Kickstarter and information about our kick-ass show. And if you had a spare buck or two, please donate to the Kickstarter because we are trying to get a finished animated product for you guys to view. And as always, stay lifted, my friends.
Have a good one in there. It's always good to entertain you.
You guys peace out, have a good night, and always remember, may the force be with you.
Always.